Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So,
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got the first down and more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And off from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolverines offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end.
There he goes. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Jet sweep to the receiver. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
The quick out. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Got his man quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. Turns it over to midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Right on the money. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got the quick pass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the lone back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after the really good gain on first, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leads it with the running back. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Lowers those pads. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here comes the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the second. So that will go into the stat book as the rare one-play drive for a field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Touchdown, Colorado. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
There was a lot of pressure on this offense on this drive, knowing they had an opportunity to take the lead into halftime if they could execute. If they get this extra point after that touchdown, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Finds his man. It's short. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field, keeping it on the ground with the single back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's short. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Now the play fake. Quickly complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man, makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the tailback.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Buffs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll do it himself. Makes him talk to the hand. Got him up for the first down. Smashes through the tackle. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Michigan. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the back. Oh, better look out! And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. He's loose down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide. So then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Quick completion to the right. There. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Pulls it and fires to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Firing to the right, complete.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at him.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it to the back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now staring at a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Slips a tackle. He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And the Buffaloes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just